Low threat for severe thunderstorms today. Two different computer models I'm going to share with you. One shows one or two isolated thunderstorms in northern Arkansas. The other one shows something else. But you know what I'm always going to tell you? To download the Arkansas Storm Team app, make sure you have that on your phone. Make sure your friends and your family have that on their phone. We're going to be sending out video updates throughout the day. They're quick bursts of video, 60 seconds or less, just giving you the newest information. Uh, in terms of what we're expecting here in Arkansas, no matter what model you look at, this is nothing unusual for the month of April. This is what happens in Arkansas in April. And I don't think we're looking at an outbreak whatsoever in Arkansas. Uh, that's this morning. I don't see that happening. That, of course, doesn't mean we can't see severe thunderstorms. I think that's a possibility. And if it affects you, then it is a big deal. And it doesn't matter if it's an outbreak or not. If it hits you and you experience severe thunderstorms and something bad happens, of course it's a huge deal. And so that's why we're going to be there for you. I've got the newest model information here for you. This is what we call the graph. All right. This is IBM's computer model. And I've got in the yellow, that's where the low risk for severe thunderstorms exists. So this is at shortly after 12:30. I'm recording this in the morning, by the way. Really not much going on at 1 o'clock. And just remember this computer model when compared to what I show you in just a little bit. So it does show an area of rain and perhaps a thunderstorm. But look what happens at 2 o'clock. You see this along I-30, but notice up towards Clinton, don't take these literally. The storm won't be right there in Van Buren and Cleveland County on the line. But just see what it's showing isolated, especially in that low risk area. And you see that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's seeing what the Storm Prediction Center is seeing too, in that same general area in the middle of the afternoon. You feel the warmth and the humidity in the air. And then it's more rain the further south you go. Remember, this is just one computer model solution. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have storms in northeast and north central Arkansas. It moves out of the state by 6 o'clock with a few leftover showers, and by 8 p.m., it's done. All right, computer model number 2. This is the HRRR, and that stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. And the one thing I've noticed lately with this model is that it has a tendency to overdo convection, storms. Let's hope that's the case, because let me show you the solution. 3 o'clock this afternoon, then look at the storms getting going as far. This doesn't make all that much sense, but it is within the realm of possibility. 4 p.m. southwest Arkansas. I would expect more to be up here, and it does show some in northern Arkansas. But look at those thunderstorms going. They could be strong, potentially borderline severe, 4:30 this afternoon. But do you notice the difference between this model and the other one? This one shows more extensive thunderstorm development in this general area, 6 o'clock. And some of these continue, although they will decrease in their intensity, I think, this evening. It's 8 o'clock to watch. I think that they really start to come down in their intensity tonight, and they move away. I also want to show you the lightning data. This is from the European computer model. And this gives that last computer model I showed you that shows more storms a little bit of credibility, because at 2 o'clock this afternoon, it does show the lightning intensity. So it does show these thunderstorms. So it gives that one a little bit more credibility. And then it moves off towards the east, and the lightning threat decreases as the storms start to calm down a little bit later on this evening. So, these models that we show you, you can never take them literally. You also have to look at so many of the other things that are going on in the atmosphere, where storms are more conducive according to the instability, where the wind shear is located. And that slight risk, that low end risk, is in northern Arkansas. And sometimes it's not just one model or the other. Maybe it's a little bit of both. So the bottom line is I am expecting at least isolated thunderstorms to develop this afternoon, particularly across northern Arkansas. That's the area. Could they develop further south? That is something we have to watch. The main threat would be wind and hail. And as you see at the bottom of the screen, brief and isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. By far, I think the worst of this overall is going to be north of Arkansas. That doesn't mean things can't happen here. And as I said, when you look at the grand scheme of things, you look at the picture of Arkansas and you think, oh, it's just a couple of isolated thunderstorms here, but Iowa's got thunderstorms everywhere. Well, yeah, on a grand scale, that's what it looks like. But if it affects you, it is a big deal. It just takes one storm over a populated area. So this is nothing unusual. This is not a March 31st situation, but it is a low end spring storm situation, which of course you got to watch. And that's what we're going to do. So, as I said, where is it? Okay. So you have to download the Arkansas Storm Team app, get those video updates, the warning notifications straight to your smartphone. Have two ways to get warnings: the app and NOAA Weather Radio. Make sure you have battery backups. You know the drill. Typical springtime stuff, and we will be there for you. As always, thank you for your trust.